Smooth sailing for them.
Brolin's ready to throw the Molotov up. That's going to go into elevator to allow this mid-split to come on through. Smoke goes on forward. They're actually going to be taking the space in towards A, splitting onto the side. Head trick goes on down. Now they split the defense, but look at Crimbo. Power position with the dual Berettas. Hyped only gets the one, but Crimbo can still be a thorn in their side. A 2v3 ensuring now for Rez and Alexi. Also playing around this smoke. Alexi tucking behind the wood. Rez, just as he's moving, gets peeked on through, but now he has the information. Player crosses over towards the corner. Alexi up on high, can't connect either shot. Comes now all down to Rez in the 1 versus 2, and they are trying to swarm him, just overwhelming, jumping around. Faven takes the shot, and the pistol goes to Big. Tabson starts to creep on forward with that CZ. Brolin is so low around this corner. Slight gap in the smoke that he's using to his advantage, but not spotting anyone out yet. Gonna walk on through, but Brolin was holding for it. That's a safe pair of hands. It hyped. Oh, he's tucked into the back lines. Collects the first, but the 360 from Config gets one back. Crimbo sitting up on high with the MP9. Comes through for 2. Bomb plant denied, and time is ticking now. They have to try and get this one down. The fake comes on through. Crimbo out in the open, pulls his knife, and that's actually gonna cause him to come on through. Alexi B with the big brain play.
Have a lot of aggressive star riflers, so Alexi has more opportunities to come through in the late round. That's that turnaround from Config. But this is Alexi coming through with some of these trade kills, something he kind of needs to provide now.
Forced by Wars, one out by NIP. Ooh, nice shot from Brolin. The DM server here as they try and warm up their aim with a few crispy headers. And it's Head Trick that collects one. Faven with the deagle. Any damage to be done?
Bomb has been planted.
Doesn't look likely right now. Oh, he's got one at least, but trade pretty immediate for NIP.
Here, though, it's Tabson in position up close, looking to let loose and rumble. Takes the 1v1, but it's getting awkward. Will at least trade out as Crimbo is punished, but the Molotov, luckily, extinguished. Saved by his teammate on the comm across. Faven drawing the attention, and Tabson should be able to do some damage here, Hawker.
He's looking for it. No more nades really left for Big. And Rez has snuck into short there, so he will try and find a way to get this pick. Tabson has been dealt with, and now Rez sneaking up on the site. Another kill comes through, but Faven fighting back into the 2v2.
Reposition, look at this utility. There's nothing here. It's just going to be a scrap. Hedrick's walked on through, picks up that bomb, looking for the angle. It's Brolin that finds the kill, but Faven immediately puts it into the 1 versus 1. 20 seconds left. Hedrick's committing to the plant here. Faven tries to jump peek at the bait out the shot, and Hedrick takes it to him.
Hey.
And that might be a way to do it. Crimbo makes that 5-7 work. Config's holding for this mid aggression though, so should be okay. The P250 takes him down. Now they're walking into Keto, who's tucked on in with the Desert Eagle, but Rez clears.
Rez, with the instant headshot, puts this back into a 3 versus 3 and makes it look like there's a whole lot more for mid to be done. Whoa, spam across as well for Alexi B onto the top. Tabson, he goes flying straight down. It's really just hyped that you want to focus on into this round. Crimbo runs in to draw the attention, but the reload's there at the wrong time. Re-peeks now, looking for the scrap. Knows there's one on the left. Suspicious of the position of Rez as well towards the back. Time starting to tick. Hyped has to make a move. He's got that smoke in the back pocket in case he needs it. Throws it across but still isn't aware. Rez can peek off the contact. Spam shots into Head Trick, playing around the edge of the smoke, but time really is getting awkward.
Oh, and it's a nice shot from Rez.
Oh, but it is just sent out just in case it can hit. Playing behind the one-way now with the AWP, and they're wary of it. Brolin takes him down. Still a player in towards the sandbags, but not for long. Oh. Brolin's on a tear. 3 fall, and that's the side open.
Man, that's so clean from Brolin. The final shot, I didn't expect him to get so quickly.
Their players start to get themselves into server hype, especially. The one time he has the AWP there, he must be kicking himself, thinking, right, that was a free frag, could have made the difference in the round, wasn't able to hit it. Right, you've been able to find yourself a big buffer of rounds already on the T side.
Yeah, they're definitely looking good right here. Brolin delivering with his aggressive plays.
Swings, literally spots 3 players standing out in the open, plus he just baited the AWP off.
Okay then, big. Can they actually mount a retake here in this round? Flashes over the top, straight through the smoke. They go running on in. Faven finds the first. Alexi getting aggressive, but Hyped reveals his card a little bit too late into the round. A Molotov from Rez burning, and he will go up in a puff of smoke where NIP, even on shots where you feel like he's out of position, he shouldn't hit the flick, he still comes home with the bacon at the end of the day. Here though, Config, he's been cooked up. Chef Faven's in the kitchen, and he is looking to hit them with the pots and pans.
hetket and Alexi now 2 versus 5, and Big are starting to swarm. The spam is good, and another one comes through for hetket. Suddenly looking a lot more doable. Smoke goes on down. That's going to enable that bomb to come on through. hetket planting, the HE comes on over, but that bomb is already down, and he's got the AWP. Getting up close and personal. Alexi as well, looking to catch them off in these fights. Gets above Tabson. Sitting behind it when this one fades. Alexi walks on through, finds one. The trait is fast. Has to be hetket now. The new Warper on the squad looking to get damage done, but can't. Crimbo comes on through.
You are just going to get run down. So these early fights really important there for Big to get into this good position in the first place.
And I feel like this is the other side of the coin, right? Where you have all these very aggressive space-taking. Repeat comes through from Hyped, but Brolin has extracted himself. Look at Config though. This whole time he just snuck on through. A sharp shot from Config. And now he's in the back lines. He can be such a nuisance here. Looking for the fights. Another one comes on through for Config. Up on over. Crimbo eventually finds him.
Haven't had too many rounds where Big have been able to bring it close on the openers, but Faven almost caught there. That jump was so risky. His teammate goes down, but Faven gets a frag back while blind. And now he wants to work behind this smoke. Ron boost coming into the bomb site. Wow, up on top, but Faven able to find it. And Alexi needs to clutch with 20 seconds remaining. Oh, he tries to get the first fight, but Hyped waits the whole time. And finally,
Front staring up at that scoreline and thinking, boys, one pistol round, it's all gone down the pan. Instead now, you start to get a little bit more involved into the action. But talking of being involved, right? Config, he's just putting these rounds on his back.
I think Big with the 5v4, looks like they're happy to play it pretty safe. Oh, they've actually snuck past the AWP of Hyped here.
Oh, Config, he's done it again. He's found the gap. Oh, Hype spotted him through the edge. Not taking any chances there. Able to eliminate Config before he can get into the back lines once more. But look at hetket. He's looking like he's ready to jump on through, but no, decides not to. Smoke comes on through. Hype gets to extract, but Alexi looking for gaps. Only able to fill it for a moment. Meanwhile, Rez looking to do the same over on B, has walked all the way in. And again, it's one of these NIP players getting in the back line, but that HE might just announce his presence.
It's like the London Underground, Lucy. You've got to mind the gap, and for Rez, he might fall between the lines, over the yellow. As Crimbo hits the first head trick being pushed, he's hitting sick flicks. Madman's trying to clutch onto the round at the end of the half, but it was just a farce.
Could be in trouble if his teammates can't come to help him, and they are starting the rotate now. Rez has found one in the meantime. Config able to get away with the reposition, so Big have got to find their way in, but Config denies. Another from Config. Nothing going right for Big right now.
5 players, 30 seconds. An impossible task put on his shoulders. Spots out one, good clean kill onto hetket. See what else he can find here. Peeks on through, spots out the shadow of Rez, but can't quite find the head. And now there's just so many CTs. Config with another 4 in the round.
He's very good in the clutch, but a 1v5 not really available. And yeah, I mean, Config just gets away with so much. Second shot was great, and he even wins that extended duel. And for...
It's got to be Big. Needs to buy time, at least find the 2 frags for the rotation to come in. Sees the info as well from the nades that are soaring over. Ooh, a bit of a risky maneuver. Man's repositioning, starts to unbutton the round as he hits the first head onto Hyped. Can he hold on though? On the reposition, Tabson turns and burns, and you've got a 3 versus 2 with hetket and Brolin being slightly apart from one another.
That was a flashback from hetket to come over and support Alexi there, but doesn't quite set him up in the way that he hoped. These rifles can still get something done, but there's not a kit, and they've used their last bit of utility, and with Brolin falling, hetket not really given much to work with here. He's actually giving this a look in and finds that first kill, looking for the transfer, but Tabson takes him down. And finally, Big. Deadly duo ready to be revealed. Crimbo starts to walk on through. hetked's angle is perfect for it. Brolin's found one as well. 2 openers go their way, and now Config gets activated. Sprays on down Hyped. There's just these 2 players remaining, but hetket oversteps the mark a little bit. Goes for the wrong target there and ends with his demise. is still the player advantage for NIP. Give him the space to work with. Brolin, if he reveals his presence here, and that's exactly what he does, that's going to allow Alexi B to slip on through.
Oh, it's got to be a kill. The bomb plant allowed, but Keto has a lot of work to do in the clutch now. He's trying to make a forward play here, but Brolan catches him from the side and out of nowhere.
Get themselves an AWP as well. It feels really good. They sent out a player to go collect that one, and it all comes through this great setup where not only does the boost come through for the kill, but the extra piece there is Brolin finding success in from Gap, gets a kill as well. Faven charging on through. Hype found Brolin, so gets his revenge. And look at this space being taken. The teaser in CT spawn, but Alexi's ready, as is Config with the pistol. Crimbo trying to recover, but Headtrick on the fast response. Keto and Hype now, they might be taking the B bomb site, but the rest of the split has fallen, and so will theirs. Rez and Alexi shut them down, and NIP get map point.
It means for either of these two teams right now. And to get 15 on the board first, takes a little bit of pressure off you. You feel a whole lot better about things. And for Big, they were starting to find rounds, starting to find a little bit more of their true selves.
That's Crimbo with the bomb. He's about to get pincered, has to get a move on, but can't get past the AWP. Favin at least gets one back. Look where the bomb has landed. Rest is still on the site. Does go down. They have managed to collect the bomb, but only for a moment. Brolin finds another, and it falls forward. Keto with the KO. And Config now has to step up to the plate.
Config.
He holds up top, he gets traded quite quickly, and then for a second it looked like Brolan might be able to drop the bomb and bring the round back. He's been Big's best player on this T side by some distance. This is the initial position from Favin, but then it's all about Keto. Look at this transfer again. This guy gets only headshots.
Looking for a little entry. Goes running in up the stairs. Ooh, but it's the bananas in pajamas that are coming down the stairs with the USPs as they strike against Tabson. Leave it all down to the rest of the squad to recover. Good clean flicks from Favin for the 2K, and they deal with the site control.
Yeah, Tabson trying to do his Keto impression, but Keto, well, you can't beat the original. Grimbo with a couple as well, and 11 for Big. That
of a buffer. Brolan playing this aggressive position again. This time it works out for him.
finally finding the open on the NIP side. Rez has found one as well. Keto removed. A big kill to be finding. He's been the opener. Crimbo now, that closer, looking to do just that. Alexi is dancing in a position where he'll spot it out. They find each other. Crimbo now has to drop on off. That HE over will do a lot of damage as well. Look at that, hefty. Favin down to half. Smoke might be here, but Hedrick's on the other side of it. If they decide to phase on through, it's to their demise. Hedrick collects. Now it's Hype to Favin in a 2 versus 5.
And that's been working well for them. Here, though, 35 seconds. Favin turn, doesn't quite catch Hedrick's reposition, couldn't see him, and it all drops onto Hype, the Orpin superstar. But here, he's really got to go above and beyond. Hits the first shot, pushes out towards the site as well. Luckily, has the bomb and a flashbang. Claws the peak from Brolin. You're thinking maybe there's a chance, but no. 16 to 11, NIP lock it down. Into B. Rez, can he hold the line?
Yeah, a lot of fake out towards A to keep the attention. Rez always blocked down early, and now he's under pressure, but Rez rises for at least one. And that might give them enough time here. That flank coming through fast from apartments.
That was clean. It was nice to witness, but you still got to finish off the actual round. Hedrick waiting, trigger discipline as he lets Hyped back off into the corner. Flashbang goes out to re-aggress from it. You've got a player tucked in towards Forest as well, and this is looking a little bit rough, but heavy-handed. Hedrick hits the heads, and Alexi B will take down Tabson, leaving it all on Uncle Crimbo.
And he's coming on through a position unknown so far. The bomb diffuser was so little HP, but he had no idea that one shot fired. 2 massive kills, and it comes on through for the youngster.
Hedrick in that round was rebranding the hat trick, right? Just finding all 3 of the frags so damn crispy as well. Favin's ragdoll didn't even know what hit him.
How'd he go that way? It doesn't even make sense. He's defying the laws of physics out here. Oh, you mean in the game or in real life?
Just literally fly into the air, yeah.
Wouldn't that be something? Well, that's something as an opener. And, ooh, look at these players in mid. Convict's just taking them one by one. Hedrick chiming in as well. Standing out in the open and then knocked on down. Oh, Hype's definitely been hurt here as well with that scope coming on through. The player in ladder is going to be behind him in a moment. Config spots him out. Hyped is dead, and he's got the bomb. That's going to be the round. Favin can't get anything done. Rez is there, and it's 2 on the trot for NIP.
Towards triple. The smokes go over the top just as he dashes out to HE. Hefty damage done. Rez looking to convert off the back of it, but he's been spotted on the angle. Lots of chip damage, but no actual frags converted off the back of this, so it's starting to get a little bit risky for NIP as Rez shot in the back of the head. He's dead, but Hat-Trick jumps up, finds another one.
Amazing that Rez survives for that long, considering the position he was under and how long he was known to be there. Config now can start to activate in from Connector. He's going to potentially spot out Faven here, looking for it. There's the fire, but can't connect the shots. Hettrick gets one back, but now he has to find everybody, and that's a huge kill through the box. Oh, Faven, though, shuts him down.
You see Faven at the end there, just finding that gap in the smoke. Keto doing well on the entries, as always. And then Hettrick, he was untouchable up until this point, but finally Faven puts him down.
Not spotting anyone out yet, but Brolin is close on by.
Oh, he wanted to walk under him, Hawker. He had his head down, but he'll still be found. Tabson with the trade back as he brutalizes Brolin and leaves it in a 3 versus 4. 30 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, man, he was playing head down, thumbs up in the connector. Unfortunately, it's thumbs down for him in this round as he gets caught. And it is that man, Hettrick, tested again.
Once again, the young gun with Yorp has to step up, but Rez has found one. They've crossed paths, Hype looking for the fight. The tag comes on through, but not the kill. Gonna allow that bomb to go down at the very least, but not for too long. As Rez collects another, and Alexi just spams out Hyped. Low HP from that tagged. No chance in the post plant. Peek on through if they do get too close to that window, but it has meant there's a bit of a gap here. Comes on down, Config. The timing here is going to be everything, and he is able to find Tabson. Now the hit comes on through Connector. Rez finds Faven, and well, this is starting to look a little limp for Big.
Ooh.
Rez collects another. Crimbo, though, collects 2. Brolin pushed up into the Palace, not known. Leaves it now on to Hyped.
Very difficult clutch for Hyped here. Palace player is going to be a real thorn in his backside. He's going to try and clear this player out, but Brolan can even just sit back and make this annoying and, takes initiative. Feels like that's the difference between these two teams. And on Mirage, that difference is all you need to win rounds. We're seeing it right now.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because I feel like we saw the individuals of NIP really just...
The bomb's still lurking towards top mid. Already goes down to the timing here, actually. Keto, he's caught between 2 mines. He's going to have his pants around his ankles, but he still turns around. Oh, hits the headshot onto Brolin. And that was the flank play, removed from the equation. Faven as well, pushing up. Config's going to be right there, but his back might be turned, Lucy. It's all going wrong.
Oh, no. Hyped gets that kill. Okay, he was behind, down the bottom of the stairs. And now both of these flank plays fall flat. Alexi comes over towards B. Okay, Rez is now deciding to push on through. Surely he finds Keto, and indeed he does. That's actually going to make the big squad move about, because look at the space that Crimbo has got in the back lines. But they know Rez was here. They know he was over towards the ramp, and time becomes a big concern here. They need to get past Rez, and he's dropped the bomb. Hype now has to do it all, and Rez has dropped him.
So time...
And he might have just won the round. Off the back of that, the bomb cannot be collected. Rez makes it look easy.
What a weird round. Big, it looked like we're getting caught off guard in the early round, but they somehow win those first 2 kills.
Even just the fights we saw taken, right? The flank back towards T-Spawn, the sheer timing of it all, Hyped with that kill. Oh, it's ridiculous. It will leave you feeling very ill as NIP keep on climbing. 7 rounds racked up.
Rez has arrived as well, and everybody's coming to the party for NIP. Players in mid as well. Going to be suffocating this bomb side. Alexi B just gets one through the smoke, and look how low Keto is. That bomb out in the open, can't even be picked up right now. Keto needs to take the space. Hyped is searching, honing in like a missile, trying to find somebody, but nothing coming up on his radar. And look at Config coming through from behind. He can end this entire thing by himself.
Config trying to cause a conundrum as he slips up towards the ramp, but there will be no mistakes made for Hettrick. Again, a big play, strikes against Hype. Finally, the flank pays off as well. With 8 rounds already secured on their CT side, they're looking devilishly good into this. And they'll have the free double AWP as well to play with into the next. And Keto, Well, 55 seconds left on the clock. You've got to be slightly swifter about this one. Config watching the angle, but Keto peeks in. The absolute demon shines bright there. One bullet right between the eyes. Alexi B left to try and keep the round alive in the 40-second mark, but it's not happening. Keto is a Goliath.
This is all a fake out though. The real hit is coming through to A, and Rez has not budged, sitting under dark, ready for them to come on through. They're walking through market. They're the ones that's going on the flank. Oh, this all comes down to the time here for Big. Tabson going to be walking on through, and he lines up both, takes them down, and that's a pathway through. Rez is nowhere to be found. What a call from Big there, right? You feel like you've got A open because of all the distraction on B, pulling people over, but you decide to go through Murder Hole, and Hyped on the other side, boosting up behind this smoke, and Hyped comes out ahead. Impact for the AWP for the T side.
Oh, God, the rifle as well, letting it rip here. Crimbo going in like a Beyblade, but Alexi B holds on strong. How has he gotten away with a one-for-one trade? And already, the cavalry arriving. Config's HE blows Faven out of the server.
It's a great position for Brolan. Meanwhile, Config actually found Hyped moving back into underpass, and Brolan wins his first duel. Tabson able to trade. It's into the 1v1. Still nades for both players. Tabson will use his to fake plant. I mean, yeah, Config is so far away. They should have known that. Now he will get that bomb down.
Config. He's got all the bells and whistles down. He's got the defuse kit, but Tabson, he's got the confidence, swings in. A clutch that they needed to secure Lucy towards the end of this first half.
This is great from Hyped as well. The double kill, he gets that first one and then through the smoke a bit later. This is very messy over towards the apartments. I'm not really sure who comes out ahead there. They all kind of make some fumbles, but he could be the danger man coming on through. Config tucked on into the corner with FAMAS looking to swing on out, but not quite yet. Being patient, waiting for them to come to him, and then he gets one, but Hyped, the fast trade. Rez with the deagle, hits a massive shot, but Crimbo gets one back. The bomb comes on through and goes down.
Punches in those digits and gets the bomb planted. NIP, you've got to be quick about this. What have you got to show for yourselves here? Head trick, 14 frags to his name. Any more towards the end of this first half? But look at the positioning. Keto slipping up close towards the smoke. Even if you dive out through the window, it would be a rapid trade. There's not really much that you can find for yourself in the 15th here. It feels like it's just a stalemate. They're going to go walking in through the door. Brolin actually does win out on a 1v1. And head trick now. Pressure applied. He knows that time's about to die. He's got to go. Tabson watching short, hits the tap and wins that out. 8-7 at the half. Where's it going to go?
There's 3 CTs here.
Yeah, look at the dual Verettas as well. What a position to be in where the duel is. What can he get done? Swings on out and they're jumping away, but he is finding connections. Looking for a follow-up, and it's Faven that connects with the USP. In fact, 2 big ones from him. Raz now looking for the lurk, and he's found it, but the trade immediate from Hyped. Lexi B now has to find 3. Lexi B is just looking for something, but it's not being given. A passive setup from Faven. He's just playing the time. Gonna hear Alexi now coming on through, and that's his moment to swing.
Much aggression from Palace. Brolin wants to lead the charge with a Galil. Tabson would have to deny the push out. Flashbang goes over to force him off the angle. They should now execute onto this, but Tabson still got clear vision. Hits the first head on the wallbang to Brolin. Crimbo as well gets involved with the action, and it is going wrong for Nip.
Keto just with the pistol though, and now he's got nothing. Headtrick getting involved. That spray is wild and doesn't quite connect. Alexi now in the clutch, has to commit to the plant, and Faven knows it's just going to get into position all the way up. A triple runs him down. For a moment there, you believe. The Big are the ones that come out ahead.
He can put himself in a good spot, but he has to hit those shots with the AWP as they come running in through connector.
1 for 1. Oh, Brolin, what a shot. Faven, he's playing trigger discipliner, does reward him for 1, but he can't go anywhere. Headtrick hones on in, gives NIP the advantage now, and that bomb can get planted.
Yeah, they've got players in mid. They've got
Config's not moved.
Just waiting here this whole round, but it's planted for him. He doesn't need to move, and finally, he makes the most of his position. And Tabson realizes with his teammate gone, there is no way in.
Moving this AWP would be big. No, it will be big, but hold the AWP. So many times, plus you got that ladder flank that can come through at any moment. This one's looking very good for Big to flash on through. Rez looking for the first fight, but it's Tabson that comes out. Trades are immediate. Crimbo with 2 huge kills. That's completely put a stop to this attack. Headtrick and Alexi B have to come up big, and Keto blindsides Headtrick. Lexi gets one back at least on Hype, peering through the smoke. But an impossible clutch because time is simply not in his hands.
Yeah, if anything, he wants to get away here with the AK. But he is surrounded on a couple of fronts, and Fathom will find him.
Don't need it. Dead anyway.
Ooh, hang on. That's one of those orbs gone. Brolam with a crazy fight to win. Keto coming back in. That was a huge risk, but it works out for now. He will be traded, though. Alexi's alone with the bomb towards A, but look at that from hettrick. Scout shot lands. He's not ready for the second player. Rez has snuck into the B bomb site, though.
That Desert Eagle creeping on close. Fathom knows he's coming. Yorp at close range. Goes for the no-scope. Doesn't connect. Swaps to the USP, but it's the Deeg that comes on through. Tabson now in a 1v2. He's going to be flanking the flanker. That bomb still has to make its way there, and they have no idea where he is, but Rez is honed in on the angle, and Rez takes him down. All eyes on Config now. In the back lines, he could throw that knockout punch in a moment.
Sucker punch in the back. There's no way. Oh, wait, Keto. Keto's looking back, is he?
Oh,
Spot him in time.
oh, it's really getting awkward now. Keto clapping back with the org, but Config on the clock gets gory. Okay, all right, suddenly the round's back in their court. They can get the bomb down and play from this, but Fathom is sneaking up. They've got a collapse from either side. Oh, they will at least get the bomb down, but this is really going to be risky. I mean, Brola peeks in, looking to try and scrap on this one. Hits the shot as Fathom falls, and Crimbo realizes the ship has sailed.
Elsewhere, we do have another team qualifying for the major. It is FaZe who have taken that series against Aurora. So
currently 14-12 in our second map of this best of three banger, and the NIP roster is getting absolutely flattened. One by one, the HP is dropping. Hettrick looks to try and make a bit of a saving play, but this is just pistols that's doing damage. Rapid frags back though.
Yeah, critical they find these ones back, but all Fathom, he's stuck in behind the smoke, and it is these pistols that might be the undoing of NIP. But Rez is just taking the space, jumps onto the site, the rotation comes on through, and he's spotted by Fathom. Immediately, Hettrick has to fall on back. Him and Brolin coming on through, run down Crimbo. Now that's a pathway opened. These two players have recovered rifles on the big side, but they've got no armor, no util behind them. Fathom rotating over, will arrive here before NIP.
Fathom in position. Oh, they don't clear him! It's a spray from Fathom, which is so easy, and it's 15 for Big.
The big bandit for the team there, snatching that one away, saying, give me the loot, as he grabs that match point for them. And what seemed like a dying round, Lucy.
Crimbo with the only M4 there, getting the opener, and Fathom, what a closer. Gets that AK in mid after he finds that first kill. It's so much damage with, is in a good position here, but he's about to get flanked on. Brolin comes in through fast from short, finds him, and now they charge into Crimbo. He had the line for a couple, gets that first one, and Crimbo steps up for another. Looking for more as well. Crimbo almost takes down Config. Alexi B also makes his deagle sing. And the Ninjas are finding a way back into this one. Hyped and Keto looking to find a way back in themselves. They managed to put it into the 2v2. That flick not quite on the mark.
Knows time's ticking away. He's got to be swift. He's got to be sick. They give him the peek. Rez in the back towards Forest. He's been taken out of commission. Config dashes the Molotov, denying the round as he wants to swing sweet goodbyes. Hits the first onto Hyped and takes down the last man. No, won't matter. Keto, though, cannot recover this as NIP make it to 13.
Luck, it turned into that 2v2. But missing that jump from Hype, they couldn't afford to have that time go against them. Eventually gets into position for the wallbang, but all Config needs to do is play the clock, and he knows it.
Going towards B, the buy, it's pretty iffy from Big. There's a lack of util here. They might just be punished by the fast play. Alexi leading the charge, comes on out through the apartments, AK in hand, spraying on through, but Fathom's able to find one. Config gets up on close and personal, and Config takes down two. Completely opens B, and now it's a 3v4 for Big to fight their way back into this. Utility keeping them at bay at the moment. Tabson pushing on forward. Now look at the utility being set up. Another smoke comes on over. Hettrick ready to reposition, and Tabson, he's taking fights. Hettrick swings on out for another. Hype with his AWP gets up and hits another. 2v2 now, made a 1v2 for the AWP of Hyped. He wants to take this one for big. He has to come up huge right now, but no kit, and they are spreading out. They take him down, and we go to overtime.
The crossfire too good at the end there.
This one's starting to plummet out of control, just like NIP Cato 2014 stickers. hetket and Brolin, what can you do here? That bomb even not accessible for them at the moment. Out in the open. But if there was a man to do it, I'm looking at hetket, 25 kills on him at the moment. Can't quite add the 26 there, but he does fire off the warding shot. Keeps k1to low, another leg. If those were kills, he'd be feeling pretty darn happy now, but hyped. His AWP doesn't miss. Connects the shot. And Brolin, unwinnable.
Brolin, 1v5, 45 seconds on the clock as he goes up the stairs. Hyped.
Early posturing results in them falling back to a bit of a default here, but hyped has the angle, but it's as he's moving, Rez takes him down. That's a massive kill to find. Hyped has been so potent with the AWP and taps and gets spammed through the smoke. Crimbo also caught out, and faveN misses the gap. Everything going right for NIP now. It would be so difficult for Big to find a way back into this. With Alexi finding faveN, their chances slipping. It's just Crimbo alone, and Rez takes him down. NIP winning out the T-half in OT.
Setting up a lot of these splits onto bomb sites from mid. It's just this opening from Rez. It's crazy that he gets that kill, and it really allows NIP to be on the front foot. You see Big are trying to react the whole time.
Oh, Brolin.
Now he knows.
He's got the contact. He's got the AWP. Can this Spartan stand strong? Rez with the first fight. There's the double up as well, and the bomb is given on a silver platter for them. They now know they can go on to win this one. 18 seconds left on the clock. Hype, he's backing up, looking for the shot, takes down the stairs. Assailant for hetket. Anything you can do, I can do better, is what he's saying, as Hype has to win the 1v2 now. Towards the back of the site, peering in, sees the head, claps his way through him. Config left for dead, and it is all on hetket. Can he come back for blood now in the 1v1 battle of the AWPs? Sees it jumping, misses the shot, tucks in towards triple again, but he's going for the elevated face, and hetket, the skill ceiling is raised.
Rez getting those 2 kills initially sets it up. It looked like Hyped might be able to make something happen. That's the opener coming in, but it's all down to the clutch in the end. Hyped there, kept his cool on some of these initial shots, but he missed that one opportunity. hetket goes above.
Tabson. Oh, he's got the experience for this, but that doesn't mean anything. As Config comes down on him like a ton of bricks, takes him out of the round. hetket with a re-aggression. He's diving in. He's going crazy.
Wanted to get safe, but there was no safety there. faveN found Config, and now it's Alexi and Rez to keep them here. Otherwise, it goes to double OT. That smoke goes straight onto the bomb, and that's going to be good. The AWP can't do too much to stop it. faveN has to be the man that does, and he swings on out. The spam on through, but the Ninja, at the last second, the Ninja is denied, and we continue here on Mirage. Forced on back though, hetket so low here. Just about managed to get away. Config's AWP strikes again. Doing a lot here with that secondary AWP. hetket not even needed yet. It's given the advantage here. k1to is so low. Everyone's here for NIP, grouped up in the market, but it's not shopping they're doing. They're looking for this round, and they start to walk on through, playing around this smoke. The bomb yet to go on down. That spam doing a bit of damage onto Config, and now they come on through, taking the fights. k1to with a kill, but it's Rez that comes on through, and Crimbo, the clutch master, has to come up good.
Oh, he was locked in, but he hits the headshot. And now there's more opportunities. Another player falls one by one. They all go falling, but finally, Rez able to hold on for NIP.
Speaking of aggression, Brolin doing the same, but it's Config that looks like he's going to take the contact first, misses the shot. faveN can't quite punish. The flames will come through, and he falls on back. Meanwhile, it's a 1-for-1 over on A, but a big kill comes through for Hyped again, stepping up, and it's a tag onto Alexi. Forced on back.
I think they might have to commit to this B-bomb site now.
This is really well played from NIP. They've got utility on Rez as well to still keep this at bay. Hype is going to come on through. Rez needs to win this fight, and he does just that. Gets off the van, and you've still got Alexi in the sidelines. The HE might even do the job now. Not quite enough. Crimbo has a single point of health, and not for long. Rez doing everything here. Hedrick's found Favin on the lurk, and it's 20 for NIP.
And Big, despite having the 4-on-3, get nothing going. What a read from NIP to get this stack onto B. The aggression from Hedrick pays off. On the other side of the map, it allows these players in place.
They hit all their shots, and look at this. Tempo play, NIP brimming with confidence, and Rez wants to end the game right here, right now. tabseN denies at least with a trade back, forcing them into the 4-on-4, scrapping for control at a bomb site. Config spamming, looking to say goodnight, but it's all about hyped again. The Scope's assassin, he's pushing aggressive. He wants to take this swing. This could get really rough for him.
He's up close and personal here. Alexi going to be spotted, and Hype strikes. Favin with the HE finds another. And now it's the AWP of NIP. Hedrick in the corner. Hyped has him locked on in. Gets the tag as well. His day is numbered, and Favin takes him down. We're tied up once more. If they decide to commit to this, it's just going to be completely unraveled. Crimbo about to peek on through. Alexi takes him down. The headshot comes on in, and while he takes one back in return, it's not enough. And look at this info from Rez, though. He's coming through the back lines, Hyped. He's about to get caught out, but not before he finds another, and Hyped is running away. Rez is begging for this kill. Config's found tabseN. They're fighting their way into this one. Hype stays surely outnumbered. Rez in a position to just end this round by himself as he creeps on through. He's been spotted out, but still finds the kill, and it's got to be Hyped. 1v3, gets that first, but Config trades, and NIP again on Paris point.
They can just play for elimination, even under time pressure. Rez's AWP eventually, Rez's AK eventually gets to activate on the flank. And this is all they need to swing together for the final kill and the opportunity.
tabseN so close to the 30 bomb. If there ever was a time to again be the playmaker, this would be it, to hit them with a haymaker. They're walking their way in through connector, and he's starting to back off. Keto could be caught in a really rough spot here as push comes to shove. Config with a first. There's the follow-up as well from Rez, and they are beating their way through them.
They can feel it. They can taste it. Crimbo and Favin, the only players that can do anything. Can't deny the bomb going down. Spamming desperately through the smoke, but it's desperation. That's all that's on Big side right now. Grouping up, going through mid. Hedrick's here, and well, a good swing from Crimbo does take him down. Even picking up the AWP here does Crimbo. But how are they going to fight into this? Utility over the top, so many positions the NIP players could be in. Config taking another duel, looking for this fight onto stairs, looking to close it right here, right now, and a tap through onto Crimbo. All now onto Favin, the only remaining big player, and Config runs on through. Alexi with the trade, and the Ninjas are going to Paris.
NIP qualified for the major in such close fashion on this map, but they came up